It's week 2 of the 2041 season, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Riverhawks and the Mounties. Next on Madden NFL 25.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome to week 2, everybody. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here with you. Really happy you could join us in a game that's already an early must-win for both of these teams, Brock. They were each losers back in week 1.
It's only 2 weeks, Kate, of a 17-game season, and people I know out there are going, come on, a must-win right now. But the percentage of teams all-time who make the playoffs after an 0-2 start, it's right around 10%, so you are spot on once again. Not impossible to do, but your season outlook's a whole lot better if you're the team who wins this one.
Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as week 2 gets underway. Fielded at the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to place a clean ball.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. So after their first offensive snap, we'll have a break in the action. One of the linemen in need of some attention from the trainers. Second down now, 7 to go. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Simple dive up the middle. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 43. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kate, this is one of those times and moments that even though it's been years and decades, I can still hear the great Mike Holmgren saying to me, after I tried to scramble as a QB that couldn't really run like our guy today, and he would say, oh, Brock, bless your heart. Oh, bless your heart. And really what he's saying is don't ever try that again.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Hauled in left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. You just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the ball on the midfield stripe now after that big play. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Back to throw now. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. First down, ball at the 36. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him on the slant. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Pass play now. Oh, he's out of time, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Riverhogs bringing out their punter. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept at breaking up those passes.
2nd and 10 now. Complete out to the right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He's got it over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing now off play action. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll get it up to the 44.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll give him a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give him a first down. They'll throw it again. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Has it at the 7. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Here's a throw. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
3 on the board, and now he'll send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. We're all set to start the 2nd. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 37. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be a first down. They are throwing it again. Completed to his running back. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. He's going to throw this one. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Riverhogs take a second quarter lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Riverhogs take a 4-point lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense headed back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Throwing now from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll give them a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Sending a tight end in motion left. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He has the first over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Riverhawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. It is caught left side. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll run it from the gun. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Throwing off the play fake here. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal. They're throwing it. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They'll throw it. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down, but instead it's incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense ready to get going again now. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds a seam down the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 46-yard line.
Right up the gut. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 3 on that gain. And it sets up 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Another carry for him. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And they're going to have a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 24-yard line.
Running it now out of the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Throwing the out route complete. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Riverhogs returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. 2nd and 3 now. From the 38. On the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 1st and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. That one's complete over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Looking to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. One final shot before halftime. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. So it's halftime, and the visiting Riverhogs have played themselves to a lead thus far. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, back to you and Brock in just a moment. But after a wild first weekend in the NFL, time to see if things will settle down as we take a quick look at what's happening here in Week 2. We'll get started out in the capital city of Austin, Texas, where you see the final score there. 30-9 was your final. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Eward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Riverhogs back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, but maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. Brought in right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Hauled in left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 8. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Throwing it again here. Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 2nd and 3 now. Slot man motioned over. From the 42. He's going to push one deep. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And that is a touchdown. The Riverhogs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this
close play here, so the officials want to take a second look at it.
The previous play is under review.
Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
And his instincts right on for that one. Took a second look at it and ends up changing the call. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. It'll be a pickup of 4, and they'll snap 2nd and goal from the 3. He gets another shot here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Riverhogs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Riverhawks drive their lead to 11.
17. Mounties 6.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Now this offense ready to head back out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Gets him on the in route. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Now looking to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And now a 4th down staring right at him. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. Their offense ready to take the field now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Complete out to the right. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. He has it at the 33. And he's brought down before the return gets far. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Another drive coming up for this offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference.
Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference,
Automatic
so put it at the
first down.
spot and give him that first down. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Plowing up the middle. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Looking for a throw here. Setting up the screen. And this one doesn't go far.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. The give now out of the shotgun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1.
Setting up a throw. To the sideline, complete, and he's got the 1st down as he stays in bounds.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So now here's 3rd and 5. He'll throw it. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Move the chains! You gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back.
This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Riverhawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Their offense running back out now. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. They send a tight end in motion. They'll run here on first down. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing now from the gun. He just throws this one away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hunter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. This offense making its way back out now. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they'd take a repeat of everything except that final play. Handoff to the back. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Second down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. Complete out to the right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll come up first and 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up fourth down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Hunter on now, and he gets into this one. Now this offense getting set to work here. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. They'll try and throw it here. Forced out to his right. He's on the move. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down. Here we go, third and less than a yard. Throwing now, off play action. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Throwing now on first down. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down. Throwing from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see, because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. Back to the well again. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3. He's dropping back to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Back to throw, needing a first. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built themselves up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over till it's over.
Pass play on 1st and 10. He's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 34. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing it again here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Riverhawks get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
The Riverhogs headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And while this isn't one for the record books, Brock, I know that you've been really impressed with just how he's owned the pace and schedule for much of this game. The stat line looking pretty impressive at this point as well. Look at this. He's found the weaknesses in the defense and capitalized, having a real nice game so far. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing from the gun. Fires right away, but incomplete.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. They'll throw on 1st. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 1. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the big...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Got to hurry this to the line. Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked up by the defense. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Back out runs their offense. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. On 1st down, they'll run. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The defense takes its third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Riverhogs winners, as we say so long from Toronto.